Welcome to Home Library Book Review, where we select a book right from the shelf and explain its learning through easy to understand text, graphics, examples, and animation, along with discussion with family members.
Today, we are going to review Ikigai by Hector Garcia and Francis Mirel.
This book is an international bestseller. It has the Japanese secret to a long and happy life. We have divided this review in 9 parts. This is part 9 of 9. It also has Goodreads rating of 4 out of 5. Hector Garcia is a citizen of Japan, where he has lived for over a decade, and of Spain, where he was born. He is the author of several books about Japanese culture, including 2 worldwide bestsellers, A Geek in Japan and Ikigai. A former software engineer, he worked at Sen in Switzerland before moving to Japan. Francis Miralles is an award-winning author who has written a number of best-selling self-help and inspirational books. Born in Barcelona, he studied journalism, English literature, and German, and has worked as an editor, a translator, a ghostwriter, and a musician. Before we move further, Arnav, what is Ikigai?
I think Ikigai means purpose.
Yes, it could also be a motive. It can also be a cause. It could also be called as a reason. And it could be the impetus that derives you. Ikigai is a Japanese term that means your life's purpose or why you get up in the morning. I can't wait to review further. How about you, Arnav?
Let's do it! Yay!
Part 9: Resilience and Wabi Sabi. How to face life's challenges without letting stress and worry age you. One thing that everyone with a clearly defined Ikigai has in common is that they pursue their passion no matter what. They never give up even when the cards seem stacked against them or they face one hurdle after another. We are talking about resilience, a concept that has become influential among psychologists. But resilience isn't just the ability to persevere, as we will see. It is also an outlook we can cultivate to stay focused on the important things in life rather than what is most urgent, and to keep ourselves from being carried away by negative emotions. Sooner or later, we all have to face difficult moments, and the way we do this can make a huge difference to our quality of life. Proper training for our mind, body, and emotional resilience is essential for confronting life's ups and downs. Topic 1: What's the worst thing that could happen? We finally land our dream job, but after a little while, we are already hunting for a better one. We win the lottery and buy a nice car, but then decide we can't live without a sailboat. We finally win the heart of the man or woman we have been pinning for and suddenly find we have a wandering eye. People can be insatiable. The Stoics believed that these kinds of desires and ambitions are not worth pursuing. The objective of the virtuous person is to reach a state of tranquility, the absence of negative feelings such as anxiety, fear, shame, vanity, and anger, and the presence of positive feelings such as happiness, love, serenity, and gratitude. In order to keep their minds virtuous, the Stoics practiced something like negative visualization. They imagined the worst thing that could happen in order to be prepared if certain privileges and pleasures were taken from them. Meditating for healthier emotions. In addition to negative visualization and not getting into negative emotions, another central tenet of Stoicism is knowing what we can control and what we can't, as we see in the Serenity Prayer. Worrying about things that are beyond our control accomplishes nothing. We should have a clear sense of what we can change and what we can't, which in turn will allow us to resist giving in to negative emotions. It's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters. In Zen Buddhism, meditation is a way to become aware of our desires and emotions and thereby free ourselves from them. It is not simply a question of keeping the mind free of thoughts, but instead involves observing our thoughts and emotions as they appear without getting carried away by them. In this way, we train our minds not to get swept away in anger, jealousy, or resentment. The here and now and the impermanence of things. Another key to cultivating resilience is knowing in which time to live. Both Buddhism and Stoicism remind us that the present is all that exists, and it is the only thing we can control. Instead of worrying about the past or the future, we should appreciate things just as they are in the moment, in the now. The only moment in which you can be truly alive is the present moment, observes the Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh. In addition to living in the here and now, the Stoics recommend reflecting on the impermanence of the things around us. We should never forget that everything we have and all the people we love will disappear at some point. This is something we should keep in mind, but without giving into pessimism. Being aware of the impermanence of things does not have to make us sad. It should help us love the present moment and those who surround us. Wabi Sabi and Ichigo. Wabi Sabi is a Japanese concept that shows us the beauty of the fleeting, changeable, and imperfect nature of the world around us. Instead of searching for beauty in perfection, we should look for it in things that are flawed, incomplete. This is why the Japanese place such value, for example, on an irregular or cracked teacup. Only things that are imperfect, incomplete, and empirical can truly be beautiful because only those things resemble the natural world. A complementary Japanese concept is that of Ichigo, which could be translated as this moment exists only now and won't come again. It is heard most often in social gatherings as a reminder that each encounter, whether with friends, family, or strangers, is unique and will never be repeated, meaning that we should enjoy the moment and not lose ourselves in worries about the past or the future. Beyond resilience, anti fragility. As the legend goes, the first time Hercules faced the Hydra, he despaired when he discovered that cutting off one of its head meant that two would grow back in its place. He would never be able to kill the beast if it got stronger with every wound. As Nassim Nicholas Taleb explains in Anti-Fragile, things that gain from disorder, we use the word fragile to describe people, things, and organizations that are weakened when harmed, and the words robust and resilient for things that are able to withstand harm without weakening, but we don't have a word for things that get stronger when harmed, up to a point. To refer to the kind of power possessed by the Hydra of Lerna, to talk about things that get stronger when they are harmed, Taleb proposes the term anti-fragile. Anti-fragility is beyond resilience and robustness. The resilient resists shocks and stays the same. The anti-fragile gets better. Let's summarize. Part 9: Resilience and Wabi Sabi. How to face life's challenges without letting stress and worry age you. Number 1: what's the worst thing that could happen? Number 2: meditating for healthier emotions. Number 3: the here and now and the impermanence of things. Number 4: Wabi Sabi and Ichigo Ichi. And finally, number 5: beyond resilience, anti fragility.
Thank you for watching our video. Please like and subscribe. Also press on the bell notification button for more videos like these. Until next time, take care and bye.